Hi there, I'm Rob. In December 2020, I took a flight to Las Vegas, Nevada, enjoy some time away, and unfortunately, on the flight out, I had some rough travel, had a hard time with it. So I decided to rent a car and drive home to Baltimore, and I documented the entire thing. You're about to watch day number 4 across the southern United States. Enjoy. Well, I did make it to Shreveport, Louisiana last night. That's where I am currently. Beautiful day. It's the first day of rain. I've been lucked out with the weather so far, and hopefully I'll drive out of this a little further east. It's supposed to be nicer. But anyway, my plan after the grueling day yesterday is another grueling day today. 11 hours, all highway, just because I had to make up some time. My plan is to make it to Spartanburg, South Carolina. About 11 hours. Lose an hour with the time change, so it's gonna be a long day. But if I do that, then tomorrow will be easier for me for my final day. So that's the plan. So today's going to be the time-lapse highway, but for me it'll be cool because it'll be all new stuff that I've never seen until I get to Atlanta, which is about when sunset should happen. So a lot of new stuff for me, but hopefully you would stick with me and enjoy the time-lapse drive of the highways across the southern United States today. As we cruise here along Louisiana, I'd say we're about halfway between Shreveport and Monroe on I-20. So anyway, as we're moving along here, I'd just like to note that today's date is December 13th, 2020. So it's the middle of December. And I don't know if you noticed on the time lapse, but the leaves, look at the leaves on the trees as we kind of go along here. I guess this is when they get their winter, what I'd call winter foliage this time of year. I had no idea. I didn't even know. I just didn't know. But yeah, the leaves are beautiful. Obviously you have all the evergreens and the pines, but the regular trees, if you see them, all the leaves are changing colors, I guess, for the very brief winter that they have down here. So anyway, fun to note. So just cruising along Louisiana. I'm battling these raindrops. Watching the radar, getting closer to the edge of this rain. So as soon as I punch through, which, should be soonish, been chasing Rayville, Louisiana. That's about where the line of rain was. Now it's pushed just a little further east of Rayville, so that's the goal. I'd like to have a dry afternoon, but I've also would like a cup of coffee. I had a cup of coffee, and the only option I had around where I stayed was at the hotel, and it was awful. It was this. Yeah, so I need a cup of coffee, and I'd like to wait until I punch through the rain, so we can be dry the rest of the day. It's ugly behind me. Just be glad we're going this way, to deal with all that rain that's behind us. But if I get the dry day this afternoon, that rain that's behind us will come through mostly tonight, and then a little bit of rain probably tomorrow morning for the rest of the drive home. But then tomorrow afternoon, the final approach, if you will, should be dry this way. So first, we got to punch through the rain on this side. We're heading to Alabama, almost to, I don't know how far off we are, but getting close to Vicksburg, which is where the state line is. So, but first, punch through the rain near Rayville. That's the goal. Heading east. Might have ourselves a coffee emergency here in Louisiana. I guess Louisiana must not like coffee that much. Well, at least not through this section. I've had some really good coffee in New Orleans, but never been through here. So going across I-20, it's just not a lot of options. So I even did a search for Dunkin', and the closest Dunkin's like all the way over in Montgomery, Alabama, which is way too long. I can't make it. So no Starbucks, which I'm not a fan of Starbucks. But it's funny, you do a Google search for coffee shops near me, and you get Bud's Mini Mart. Yeah, that's probably not going to cut it. Of course, I do the same search like a Family Dollar. So I'm not sure what you're doing here, do me Google Maps, but coffee shop search in this area is not great. So anyway, like I said, we may have a coffee emergency. I need coffee pretty bad. Really haven't had my first cup yet, other than that, whatever that was. So I need to have some coffee, so I'm still looking. But we made it to Rayville, so I can see actually the edge of the rain. If you see it on the time lapse, just over that cross. You can see where it's a lot lighter out that way. And so yeah, we're gonna keep heading east, and next stop is hopefully a coffee shop. I don't know, we'll see. Score! Found coffee in Vicksburg, Mississippi. So, about 45 minutes. A place called Cafe Paradiso. Sounds fancy. Hopefully it's good. I actually did the Google search and said, usually busy at this location. Well, I'm thinking, no crap. There's nowhere else to get coffee anywhere around. Everybody drives there. So I don't know. Hopefully it's good. But now I have a new destination for the moment. We are heading to Cafe Paradiso in Vicksburg, Mississippi. 45 minutes till coffee. Crossing the Mississippi River. It's always a milestone when you cross the Mississippi River. But the bridges on the Mississippi River are also very cool. Maybe someday I'll have to try and cross them all. All right, we are only a couple of minutes away from coffee in Vicksburg, Mississippi. So here we go. Back on the road. Little pit stop here in Vicksburg for the coffee, and found a cool place to see the Mississippi River. Now, back heading east. Again, the destination today, Spartanburg, South Carolina. But we'll see. I don't know if there's anything I can have time to stop and catch on the way there, but we'll see. But in the meantime, again, enjoy the time lapse of I-20. Enjoy the ride. I don't know if you can see that or not, but that guy, that pickup truck has that dryer and some other piece of equipment in the back of that truck. The only thing high that has that dryer hanging in there is like a piece of string. And I'm trying to, I'm going to give that guy a wide berth. The truck, every time it hits a bump, it kind of shimmies a little bit. I'm afraid that thing's going to just snap. And fun stuff on the highway. Mississippi has some quite fine rest areas. I mean, this is really nice. They have buildings for everything, a little walking trails, security. It's real clean. I mean, after everything I've seen the past couple days, it's kind of funny that the rest area is one of the highlights of today's driving, but it's life on the highway for now. But I just need a quick break and yeah, check out the rest area. It's pretty nice. Back on the road, heading east. The weather radar behind me looks pretty rough. I'm trying. It's like I'm riding with the storm. I'm trying to stay ahead of it. If you recall, this morning it was a little, rainy, and I was trying to push through, and I did. And it looks like it's starting to get a little more serious behind me, but hopefully it doesn't like speed up and come flying in on me. Anyway, I'm a rider on the storm.
I wish love was an easy song to write, 'cause I'd have pages worth of words that were not lies. Your name would be the melody that's on my tongue. Oh, if love was a simple song. There are no words have been written or been sung that my ears have heard, or I've cheapened with my tongue, to hold the weight of this thing that we call love. Oh, love's not a simple song, but my song's for you. Though not pretty or poetic, I hope you know it's true. I'm not perfect in my ways, and I let you down most days. But know it's true, but darling, I love you. And I've got in a melody I like, but without you by my side, there's no harmony or rhymes. Just a freight train rolling down the tracks of a lonely night. Oh, love, you are worth the fight, because my soul's for you. Though not pretty or poetic, I hope you know it's true. I'm not perfect in my ways, and I let you down most days. But know it's true, but darling, I love you. most of my days. But no, it's true, but darling, I love you. Yeah, I love you. Yes, I do.
Well, I made it to Birmingham, Alabama. Running out of daylight. So I'm going to be doing more driving at night. But, again, it's the problem with this all happening in the wintertime. There's such short days. Birmingham, the sun sets at 4:30. Kind of sucks. But anyway, interesting fun fact, I just stopped for gas here in Birmingham, and while I was pumping, they had one of those video screens with information, and they gave me a life hack. And the life hack was the little arrow on your car that shows you what side the gas pump's on. Not sure why that was a life hack, but there you have it. I am here in Birmingham, Alabama. Gas station's giving you information. Anyway, still heading east. I'll make the turn towards the north. I actually just booked my hotel in Greensburg, so it was not much different to Spartanburg, but any driving I can take off, the better. So it's all highway, I'm kind of getting bored. So anyway, continue to head this way until the sun goes down. I'm going to, at that point, shut the time lapse off, but enjoy the rest of the day on I-20. Day 3, right? Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Day 4. Day 4, 1 to go.